Welcome to GreyNoise University. I'm Michael Sargovikian, and this module is part of our GreyNoise API and CLI training series. In this module, we will be covering the IP lookup command using the GreyNoise CLI. The IP lookup command is the primary command to use when you desire to get additional information on an IP address from the noise, aka Internet Scanner dataset. The IP lookup command results will differ depending on whether you're using the community or enterprise API. Let's start by configuring the CLI to use the community API so we can see how this command works for our free community users. The GreyNoise CLI works by typing GreyNoise followed by a command, then command inputs. For the IP command, we enter the following. This command with community API access will return back the following keys. Noise, this can be true or false and denotes if the IP is a part of the GreyNoise noise dataset. Riot, this can be true or false and denotes if the IP is a part of the GreyNoise Riot dataset. Classification indicates the GreyNoise classification for the IP. Name provides the actor/confirmed owner or operator of the IP. Link gives a URL to view the IP details page for this IP in the GreyNoise visualizer. Last_updated, the last time this IP was seen scanning the internet by our sensors. Now let's reconfigure the CLI to interact with the GreyNoise API by executing the following. The command will be the same, but by using the Enterprise API, we get more context in our result. Along with the information returned using the Community API, with the exception of the riot key, as that is returned in a different command, we now see additional fields like spoofable and any tags associated with the IP. Below this is the metadata like scan ports, paths, and user agents. You can change the output formats using the -f parameter. Other available options are JSON, text, and XML. Let's take a look at another example now. You'll see that for this example, a response was returned that the IP has not been in scans in the past 90 days. If you'd like to keep an eye on this IP, you can create an alert for this IP through your account settings to be alerted when GreyNoise sees this IP in scans. The CLI allows for the results to be exported to a local file, instead of printing them out to the console. To do this, add -o for output to the command and provide the location and name of the new file for where the output should be saved. And refer to the Data Dictionary section of the Documentation Hub for more information on the fields returned when performing an IP lookup. For the rest of the demonstration, I'll be using PyCharm to interact with the GreyNoise Python SDK. This is what the script looks like to perform an IP lookup using the SDK. This will use the request IP. Running this script will return all the context on this IP address. When we execute the same script with a different IP address, this time we see that the IP address is seen false, meaning that this is not part of the noise dataset. From here, you may want to check if it is part of our riot dataset. This concludes this training module. If you have any questions on the topics covered, please reach out to support@greynoise.io.